What's going on, guys, and welcome to week 3 here at Cambridge Phoenix MFL. Of course, it's sort of been the mid-season break, and in the last video I did say we were going to touch upon the cups and how we did, so that's what we're going to be doing in the video today. So we're talking about the cups, looking at progression, and looking to see how we started the games after the mid-season break, sort of the third quarter of the season. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the video for the week. Yes, now guys, I'll start off this video by saying, if I look a little bit rough or sound a bit weird or whatever, pretty much the past 3 days or so, I've been feeling really like down in the dumps. Still not feeling the best, but I have to get this video out on time. Of course, you guys know we upload every single Thursday. However, the videos usually are recorded over a couple of days and then sort of cut up into the weekly video. However, in this video this week, it's just all going to be recorded in one sitting because, like I said, I've been feeling a little bit, a little bit down or a little bit sick recently, should I say? So yeah, I wanted to kick things off by saying, well, showing you guys the progression in the agency, and I mean, look no further than Mr. Bashiri, who has gone up 6 ratings this season. And for those of you guys that have been on the channel for a while now, you will know last season he actually went up 4 ratings as well. So that means he's gone up 10 ratings whilst we've had him in the space of 2 seasons. So yeah, very happy with that one. And of course we did purchase him for $12, so I'm sure he's going to be worth a lot more than that now, considering he's a 70 rated, and his stats are fantastic as well, guys. Like, yeah, you can see every stat is sick except from maybe shooting, perhaps not the best, but yeah, I guess he's more of like a centre mid anyway. Centre mid, maybe DM, but I mean, I only play him in centre mid because that's the position he can play. But yeah, and then looking down at the current season progression, Roger's actually gone up 3, which is interesting because the first season, yeah, I think he only went. I don't even know if he went up. Actually, I think, yeah, he must have went up like 1 or 2, but he's gone up a little bit more this season, and of course he's kind of hit that tier break ceiling. So we'll see how long it takes him to burst through that one. And then another one to note is Fernandez on loan has actually done very well. He's gone up 3 ratings, which is surprising. So, and of course we got him as a common. So yeah, and we've never actually used him. He's always went out on loan. So next season, hopefully we can use Fernandez. And yeah, you guys can see the other ones on screen here. And I did want to sort of let you guys know. I do have. Wow, I didn't actually realize so many +1s. Nearly all of the. Well, that's definitely over half with +1s, which is nice. But yeah, of course, you guys know me. I'm ahead on my planning, and all of these players have a home next season. However, I do still need a couple of positions, but I'm not going to buy them because I thought at the end of the season we're going to open the common packs again and probably get the players that we need. I'm guessing we're going to get about 8 or so packs. I can't really remember how much we opened last time, but yeah. Also, another thing to note is I did pick up, oh, it's actually already sold. I did pick up a standard pack and a limited pack on the drop, and of course selling them on floaty, and this is how I'm funding the clubs in the future, if that makes sense. So effectively, every time there's a drop, I'm going to be buying at least a standard pack and then just selling it on floaty. Now, don't get me wrong, there's loads of strategy things you could do here. You could open it, you could do whatever you want really, but me personally, considering I'm not really trying to deposit on this game, I'm just trying to self-fund things. I think the certainty of buying something and making a profit, no matter what, is going to keep the club going, if that, or the agency going for as long as that's a thing. So yeah, pretty much I'm buying the standard packs every single drop for $50, selling them on floaty for maybe between $70 and $80, and then just constantly trying to, with that $30 profit, just constantly trying to buy more clubs for my players. So yeah, that's the goal, is to sell these eventually, or one of them's already sold, to sell this, and then probably the plan is to buy another standard pack next drop, and then sell it, and then buy another club, Hopefully we'll have enough in the Dapper to do so. But yeah, so moving on then to the cup competitions, and yeah, this is the. I just wanted to show all the cups just because I didn't in the last episode. And you can see here the Cambridge Phoenix main team done awfully, and that's because we got put in quite a tough cup considering our backup team is going to be the ones playing this, and obviously they're just not up to the standard of the other teams. So we only got one win, and I think it was against the guy that's third. So yeah, not much to really write home against or write home about. At least the only good thing is at least it was a win, not a draw, because then at least we still get 60 MFL. It's something, right? But yeah. I've never really gone for the cups with the I've never really gone for the cup with the main team yet. Even last season, I sort of just gave it up because the team, like the people I get put against, are just like their backups are better than my backups, kind of thing. So it is what it is. And then moving on to the reserves team. Now this is actually a cup we did go for. However, you can see the exact same result really. Only got one win, and the other two just absolutely smoked the group. So yeah, fair play. I don't really know what. Oh yeah, I think their team was just again weird because my Cambridge reserves team is not that good. But these two teams were a lot better. So yeah, not much to talk about really. We just pick up another 50 MFL. And then the ice team again, we did go for the cup in this one, but again, we only got third. We did do a lot better in this one. Maybe a little bit unfortunate because we got 7 points. It's like a little bit better. And of course, the academy is the one that went on the big cup run last season and made it to the semi-finals, I think it was, or the final, and lost. I can't remember, but yeah, another good showing, just unfortunately not enough. And they do pick up 100 MFL, so slightly better from the academy. And then yeah, moving things on to the, I guess, so this is all the things that, I guess this is the roundup of the mid-season point, if you like. And then we're going to move on now to the start of the mid-season, the start of the season after the mid-season. I don't know what you would call it. The third quarter of the season. There we go. So yeah, kicking things off then, we had our biggest game, the biggest game of the. I don't know what you would call it, like the biggest start or whatever. And I'll switch over my screen here just so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. And yeah, you can see that we're playing against Tywin's Gunner, who was ahead of us. This is sort of a second versus third, clash of the titans, if you like. And you can see Duarte made a massive save early on. And this is, well, I say early on in the second half. And yeah, pretty much the whole game was proper like cagey. Lots of highlights, but not really any clear-cut chances, should we say. Bashiri whipped the ball into the box and Voronin got on the end of it, and we did actually end up winning this game 1-0. So I was very, very happy with this result because, of course, Tywins was we've actually never beaten him before. He has always beaten us, so this is the fourth time we've played him, and we finally got the formula right. And I'm going to show you guys what I did quickly as I switch back. You can see here we played a I'll skip to the end so you guys can see the sort of the stats. So we played a 3-4-3, and the reason we done that is because I was actually quite smart, and I went back and looked at all his previous games, and he got a really weird result where he lost 4-0 to a guy that was a lot worse than him, but he was using this formation. So that is a tip that I will say to you guys, is that if you're struggling against a certain opponent or you don't know what shape to run against someone, look at their previous games. Do they have like a result where you're thinking, wow, that they should have won that? Then perhaps adopt that shape and try it. So pretty much because I used this formation, what I was fingers crossed hoping for was that say if I beat him with this formation and he's already lost 4-0 with this formation, I was hoping other teams would look at that and be like, okay, we've got to use that against him to beat him. But yeah, no one's really done that yet, so a bit unfortunate. But yeah, and as you can see, we did really dominate, which is fantastic because that means I've found unless he changes what he does, I've found the formula to beat him. I've just got to keep using this. So yeah, we'll see if he changes it up next time we play against each other. Moving things on to the next match where we played against Nice, who is a team that we do usually beat. We've actually beaten 3 out of 3 times. And yeah, we kick things off, I guess, pretty poorly, as they actually take the lead in the 2nd minute, as you can see here, playing the ball out wide, whipping it in, and good little finish to be fair. And I wasn't too worried because usually when we're playing Nice, we're beating them like 5-1, or you're beating them pretty convincingly, 3-1, things like that. And we did actually go on and lose this game 1-0. As you can see, if I pull it back here, we did play a narrow, maybe. I don't want to say. I don't want to say. I don't know what the right word is. I think this is just one of them results where it happens. It's football. At some point in the season, you're not going to get a result, and this was one of them. We had more XG, more shots, less on target, and loads of yellow cards, as you can see in the game. And just in general, I just think it was one of them results. Yeah, where just I played a pretty good team. I only had 1, 2, 3, 4 players that weren't stars. And against a team like this, where my team is still better with 4 teams that aren't starters, 4 second team players, my team was still better. So yeah, I don't really regret it. I was just sort of like, it's one of them results. It is what it is. So moving on to our 3rd game of the I guess the new season, and we played against Scrub Farm, and of course this is a man with many clubs, so I don't actually think he really manages it properly. Maybe I don't know, but maybe this is a team he doesn't really care about. So at the minute it's bottom of the league, so we were hopeful that we could win this one pretty easily, and Trump scored the first, and we go on to the second from a Lampert, which was actually, I do remember this one. Do you know? I only remember this one because Lampert hadn't scored in a while, and I was getting a little bit like worried for him. So when I seen him get on the end of that cross, I was like, okay, that's going to be good for his confidence. And finishing things off, of course, the man Ojon Joku manages to get a goal. Of course, he's sort of like our top. I think he's actually joint top goal scorer at the minute. I could be. Well, last time I checked, I'll have to double check that with you guys. But yeah, you can see he gets on the end of that one, and we do actually go on and win this match 3-0. And again, I expect that because once again we only used 2 second team players. The reason I'm doing that is just to sort of keep everyone fresh. I don't really know if I suggest that to you guys. I think, like I said, my team is probably very good. It's a weird situation. It's sort of like the top 4 teams in my league are very sorry, the top 2 teams in my league are super stacked, including myself, but then the 2 teams underneath me are very competitive but not stacked. Like, they're very good tactically, and then everyone else, if that makes sense. So maybe my situation's a little bit different, hence why I'm playing a couple of second team players in there against, like, against, I guess, in an important game in a league match. So yeah, we did win that one 3-0, and it moves us on to our next match against Entry. And again, I don't think Entry has beaten us before, so I went into this one pretty confident, and I did play again. I think 1 or 2 second team players, just again to keep the system all rotated and fresh. And you can see there, got very lucky. Bashiri hit the post, Voron in with the rebound, and that took us 1-0 up. And then the man decided he was gonna come back and influence the game. Mr. Lampert with his first, and I was very happy because he went on a little bit of a dry patch, so I was happy that he was back in the room, whatever it was. Hopefully, he dealt with his problems, and he's back focused on his football again. As you can see, a fantastic finish there at the back post from Florian Lampert, and then literally I thought it was going to be half time, but then it showed a kickoff for them. They literally from kickoff give the ball away, which is never a good start. And you can see Trump puts it away for 4. And then the second half, honestly, nothing happened until right at the end, the 90th minute. Lampert decides to complete his hat trick. Ojon Joku, great pass and a fantastic finish, and that rounds us off with a great 5-0 win against Entry. And I'll pull the screen back here so you guys can see we dominated. We should be. Our team's better. So yeah, very happy with that one. You can see Lampard actually had a hat trick and a 9.1, which was great. So where are we now then? Day of recording, of course. The day I'm recording is a Wednesday. Like I said, I've been what's the right word? I've been pretty sick the past couple of days, so of course I usually upload this tomorrow or Thursday. So I was like, okay, I've got to record this all in one sitting and talk to you guys about everything. But where are we now? We are just about to play. It's a first v second. I'm gonna save that for the start of the next video because I feel like it's a big match, so make sure you come back for the next video to see the result, or of course you can just look on my profile and see. But yeah, for those of you guys that are just consuming the content or whatever, I think no, not this one. I am going to be live streaming as well, this game, Guangzhou Farm, I think. So yeah, I am trying to live stream as much as I can, or no, I can't remember. I'm going to be streaming some games as much as I can on the channel, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And do I have any advice? Yes, I do. Okay, so one thing I did want to touch upon, I did touch upon it in the last episode. Just an update tactically, where I'm at. I think formations play a big part in this game. I don't think it doesn't take an idiot to work that out. And you can see here again, I'm going with a 3-4-3 because that is the formation we used to beat Ty with at the start of the video, as you guys saw. And Ty and Bishop run the same formation, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this is the one that unlocks Bishop. With that being said, weirdly, yesterday was a fantastic day for me because we won. Bishop actually lost to Scrub Farm. Don't know how. And Irish Villains drew to Ty wins, which is a bit more. It's a weird one because Irish Villains, I know he's only 9th, but his team's actually pretty good. So this one is a little bit like, okay, kind of expect it or kind of like, you know what I mean? That's fine. And Draco Faust lost as well, which again, these two are like, their team isn't insane, but they're tactically pretty good. So yeah, yesterday was just a fantastic day for me because I won and everyone around me didn't pick up, well, dropped points. So yeah, makes us look like we're in a lot better position than perhaps we have been. Like before we played yesterday, we were 4th. So yeah, it's going to be a real close one between now and the end of the season. Obviously, I'm hopeful that I'll get in the playoffs, ideally second. If we manage to beat Bishop, then I think second is really on the cards. We would be level on points with Bishop if we did beat him, but I think his team is just a bit too strong for us. But who knows? Our goal difference is as good as his, so we could definitely do so. And then looking more into, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to look at. Ojon Joku is joint top goal scorer with Bishop's striker here, which is great news for us. 10 goals for him, and I don't know if you let me know in the comments. Do you guys? I think you get a trophy for top goal scorer, right? That would be nice if Ojon Joku got his first trophy for us and was a top goal scorer. That would be beautiful. But yeah, passers we have Bashiri, of course, and Seedle, but Bishop's guy is first at the moment, and then goalkeepers, even Duarte is in there 4th, and that's actually interesting. Look, I guess because he's quite low, right, 10th, but his goalkeepers, I guess because he's taken a lot of shots, so yeah, so more room to score better. But yeah, of course our eyes are on the prize of getting promoted. That is the main aim for the main team, and then I'll quickly brush over the reserves and the ice team, but there's not too. The reason I don't really include the results of these two is because they're not too important. They're there to try and help the main team. The reserves are actually outperforming because they are 12 points already, which is more than I expected from them. That's for sure. I wouldn't say they're overperforming. I'd just say they're performing right now. 10th, I'll be happy with that if they can stay there. Ninth, probably not on the cards, but yeah, 10th, we'll take that. And then the Ice team is just all their goal is just to survive. And at the moment, they are overperforming with 15 points. I actually projected them to get 14 points for the entire season. So they've actually overperformed right now. And of course, we've still got loads of games left. So happy with that. Massive game again today against TSG. So just trying to stay in the league with this one. So pretty much the games in the next video are going to be super important because we've got a relegation battle decider with the academy, and then we've got a first v second to kick the videos off. Oh, the video off next week. So yeah, I hope you guys are really enjoying the content. Like I said, I recorded this all in one sitting today because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying MFL as much as I am because yeah, although I'm still ill and not really feeling the best, I can still like check on my phone, see how the boys are doing, and just tweak the tactics and things like that. It's a bright light in a pretty poor couple of days for me. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well, enjoying MFL with me, and I hope you guys are also enjoying following my journey. So there you have it, boys. There is our sort of week roundup in one day. I hope you guys did still enjoy the video, even though it was a little bit different to usual. If you did enjoy, then please do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys in a future video. Peace.